Lay down on a mat. Knees bent if you have any tension in the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist and pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face, and clench your jaw, and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms, and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles, and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If one moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle: inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause, and even there, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open, even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your lungs, filling up slowly and get empty slowly. Keep a constant breath from the beginning till the end. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation, both on the belly and on the chest. And observe your body becoming more compact with every exhalation. Become aware of every small changing on your body. Keep a long, slow, and steady breath. While keeping this breath long and deep, observe your body. Observe if you have any tension around your belly, around your diaphragm, around your chest, your throat. Become aware of every small tension in your body. Breathe deeper and deeper. And become more and more aware of your breath and of your body. Observe if there's any difference between your right and left side. Even when you breathe, observe if the right lungs expand in the same way than the left one, or if there's any difference. Observe if you have more tension on your right and left side. Just observe, become a witness of both your breath and your body. Breathe deeply. And while breathing deeper and deeper, expanding more and more your chest and your belly, start lengthening the exhalation. Inhale deeper and deeper. Feel more and more all the small tensions in your body. Exhale with a longer exhalation compared to the inhalation. Still keeping this long and deep breath, deeper and deeper. At the end of the exhalation, hold your breath just for a brief moment, 1 or 2 seconds, and then breathe it out again. And observe that you can exhale even more air. Inhale really deeply. Exhale with a long exhalation. At the end of the exhalation, hold your breath 1 or 2 seconds, no more than that. And exhale 1 more time. Use also your abdominal muscles to squeeze the air out. Use your body. Use the muscles of your body. Inhale really deeply. Deeper and deeper. Allow your body to expand more and more. Exhale with a long exhalation. At the end of the exhalation, hold your breath. And exhale 1 more time. While keeping this technique, I want you to have an inhalation that starts on the belly and then move up to the chest. So first, the belly moves, expand, and then the chest. Exhale with a long exhalation. At the end of the exhalation, hold the breath and then exhale one more time. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, long exhalation. At the end of the exhalation, hold the breath and then exhale one more time. One last breath with this technique. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale with a long exhalation. At the end of the exhalation, hold the breath and then exhale one more time. Go back to a normal breath, completely free, and observe. Observe your breath. Observe your breath becoming lighter and lighter, more and more subtle. Observe your body relaxing deeper and deeper. And just enjoy. Enjoy this feeling. And while enjoying this feeling, just observe again. Become a witness. And observe if there's any difference between left and right. Observe if you have any tension. And observe how you feel. Roll on your right side. Stay in your right side for a brief moment. And then push with the left hand to sit up. Sit in Dandasana. Flex feet, legs straight as much as you can. Now, move the two heels apart while keeping the big toes touching. So when you move the heels apart, you rolling the legs inward. Keep this movement and push the thighs down. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Roll your arms outward without touching the ground, but keep your the tip of your fingers really close to the ground. Push your thumbs back. Breathe deeply on your chest. Try and expand your chest with your breath. Three breaths. Okay. Now, bend your right leg. Slide the right ankle right under the left knee without moving the right leg. Bend the left leg just in front and put your feet in flex position. The normal version now. Then we're gonna move to the different one. Okay, so put your hands over your knees, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. Create circles with your lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Okay, now sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, roll your hips forward, and keeping your spine straight, lean forward till your maximum, but keep your spine straight, completely straight. If it's more comfortable for you, you can either put your elbows over the legs or the hands down on the ground, but without compromising your spine. Keep your spine straight. Now, still keeping your feet flex. Allow your spine to unwind and go all the way down. Let go. Relax your arms, your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your face. And even more important, relax your belly. Stay there. Even if you have some interesting feelings, one quite intense feeling, just stay there. It's not the end of the world. All the tension that you can feel, I'm gonna get released in this position. So stay there and allow those tensions to get released. Really slowly come back up. Now, keeping your right tibia parallel to the hips, walk to the opposite part with your feet. So move your left feet to the right, right feet to the left. So you're kind of moving the two knees closer and closer. But keep your right tibia still parallel to the hips. So the feeling is completely different already. Keep your hands over the knees, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hips forward. Same thing, keep your spine straight, flex your feet, and find a, well, I wouldn't say comfortable position because it's not comfortable, but find the most comfortable position for your arms. Stay there and observe the tensions. And remember that when you feel the tensions while doing yoga, actually, you're just releasing those tensions. So it's a good feeling. It's no longer something that you want to avoid. It's something that you want to seek because you're releasing the tensions. Even if sometimes it's quite intense. Now, allow your spine to unwind and go down. Observe which part of your body stretch most with this variation. And even in this variation, keep on releasing the belly. Every time we enter a challenging position, you can realize that your belly starts contracting. But in poses just like that one, you need to release the tension on your belly to work exactly where you need to. So keep on releasing your belly. Keep on relaxing, your belly. Last moments. And really slowly come back up. Straighten your legs. Bend your left leg, slide the left ankle under the right knee. Keep your left tibia parallel to the hips and bend your right leg in front. Keep your feet flexed. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, roll your hips forward. Keep your maximum position where you can still have your spine completely straight. And stay there. Find the position of the arms or hands that you prefer and stay there. Last moments. And now, allow your spine to unwind and go all the way down. Relax. When you're releasing tension from your body, especially when you're working in quite stiff parts, you need to give some time to your body to understand what you want it to do. So even if there is interesting feelings, even if you're really feeling all those tensions, just remember that staying in this position, you're releasing those tensions. So you're taking care of your body. You're going out of your comfort zone. So you're taking care of your mind too. And really slowly come back up. Like we did on the other side. Start working with your feet on the opposite side. So with your left feet, keep on walking to the right. Keep the left tibia parallel to the hips and move the right feet to the left. Hands over your knees, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hips forward. And again, find your position where your spine is still straight. And find the most comfortable position for your arms, your elbows, your hands. Keep the sternum lifted and observe where you can feel the stretch. Observe if there's a difference between left and right. Last moments. And now, allow your spine to go round. Allow your head to move down. Release tension. Allow your belly to relax. Don't hold on your belly. If there's a difference between left and right, just observe. And stay there. Allow your body to shape exactly where you want it and how you want it. It's you taking care of yourself, taking the control of your body and of your mind. So stay there, even if there's some intense feelings, it's not the end of the world. You're shaping your body how you want it to be, and give it time. Allow your body to shape. Keep a relaxed breath. Last moments. And really slowly come back up. Okay, now grab your knees. Back with your feet. And just find balance. Stay there, just 3 breaths. Okay, now lift your tibias, roll the arms outward. And now create circles with your feet. Feet and tibias. Turn also on the other side. And try and keep your knees as fixed as possible. You're gonna move a bit, but just keep it as much as you can fix. Yay, good. Okay. Cross your legs. And create circles with your lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Okay. Now, lean forward and enter a tabletop position. Roll your hips forward, arch your spine, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, keep the shoulders away from the ears, and look up. Observe the stretch from the belly till your chin. Stay there. Now, roll your hips backward, push with the hands against the ground. Look at your belly, stretch your back, and stay there. And go back in a neutral position. Navel to the spine, so lengthen your lumbar spine. Keep your buttocks right above the knees and walk forward with your hands, with the arms straight, moving your chest down toward the ground. Roll your arms outward, push the arms back into the shoulder socket. Sternum moving forward, shoulder blades moving back. Keep on pushing down the chest, but keep your lumbar spine lengthened. So keep your navel toward the spine. Okay, now keeping your shoulders away from the ears,
Do not move your shoulders, but lift your head and try and look at your hands. 3 breaths. If it's a little bit too much for your neck, just keep your head down. Otherwise, just look at your hands for 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, walk back with your hands and sit on your heels. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side. And on the other side. Now, lay down on the ground, belly down. Keep your hands under your head. Now, roll both legs, the back of the legs inward to have the two heels kind of touching or really close, and the feet, the top of the front of the feet, pointing outward. And stay there. 3 breaths. While keeping this position with your left leg, bend your right leg to the side. So create 90 degrees angle on your hips and on your knees. So the tibia, the right tibia, is parallel to the left leg. The feet are pointing outward. If you want to, you can turn your head to one side or to the other side, whichever is comfortable for you, and stay there. While keeping this position, start pushing the right groin toward the ground. So you're kind of pushing your the right side of the hips down. Stay there. 3 breaths. While keeping the right side of the hips as low as you can, start pushing your left heel as much as you can down to the ground. Belly in. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, change sides. So straighten your right leg, but keep the feet pointing outward. Bend your left leg to the side. Keep your left tibia parallel to the right leg. Keep the right feet out. Now start pushing your left groin down. 3 breaths. The end of the third, start pushing your right heel down. 3 breaths. Belly in as much as you can without compromising the true movement of the hips and of the feet, of the heel. Belly in. And gently straighten your legs, but keep your legs, the back of the legs, rolling inward to have your heels together and the tip of your toes pointing outward. Stay there for 3 breaths. Belly in. Really slowly, move your hands close to the chest. Tuck your toes. Push with the hands against the ground to lift your torso and sit on your heels with the toes pointing forward. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, tabletop position again. Create circles with your hips along the spine and observe if there's tensions or is simply the hips, groins, and legs have worked. Turn also on the other side. Okay. So now, since it was that easy, we're going to do an upgraded version of the same position. So take either a folded blanket or a small pillow, not something too big, because a folded blanket can be good. And we're going to put it under the knee that we're going to bend. So the knee will be higher. So the movement of the hips down will be harder. So this is the, it's an upgraded version. You're going to feel the difference. Don't push too much, as usual. So listen to your body, and remember that you need to keep your breath calm and easy. Okay. So down, heels together, and then roll gently on one side, so it will be easier to put your knee over the folded blanket. The knee is aligned with the hips. You put the knee, keep your feet flat, and then you go back in the previous position and start straight away to push your left heel down inside. So roll the left leg inward, the back of the leg inward, in order to have the inner part of your left feet almost down on the ground, and the heel as much as you can close to the ground. Okay. Now, turn your head to the left. Push with your left elbows down, kind of lifting just a tiny bit your left shoulder. No, keep your hands down. Yeah, okay, like that. Just keeping your hands under your face. Just push gently with your left elbows down on the ground, kind of twisting a tiny bit. It's just a few centimeters, it's not that much. Kind of twisting a little bit your torso and enhancing the opening of the hips. Belly in, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, release. And move to the other side. So move the folded blanket on the other side. Obviously, if it's too hard, you can either find something smaller, or just doing without the folded blanket. If it's kind of too easy, you can add some layers in the folded blanket. Okay, so we start with the heels touching, just to open your hips, just to give the message to your body that we're gonna work on the hips. So you stay there just for 2 seconds, and then roll on the right leg. Bend the left knee and put the left knee over the folded blanket. The left knee is aligned with the hip. Left knee 90 degrees. Keep your left feet flex. Now, put both hands down on the ground under your face and roll the back of the right leg inward to move the right heel down. Start pushing the left side of the hip down, belly in. Turn your head to the left, to the right. And now, without moving your hands, start pushing with your right elbow down on the ground in order to kind of twist your torso and going deeper on the opening of the hip. Belly in. Stay there, 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the right heel closer and closer to the ground. And release. Put your hands next to the chest. Tuck your toes under. Push with your hands against the ground and sit on your heels. Lift your torso, 3 breaths. Yeah, tucked under. Yes. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. Okay, good, beautiful. Now, move the folded blanket, tabletop position. Create circles with your lumbar spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Now, step gently back with your knees. Move your feet as wide as the mat. Roll the arms outward. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Tap your toes under. Inhale. With the exhalation, push your buttocks back, shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down. And really slowly start straightening your legs for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep your shoulders wide. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly, walk back with your hands. Wide leg Uttanasana. Put your hands over your on your waist. And without bending your knees, lift your torso up. Good. Now, keep your feet wider than your hips. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Now, put your hands on the waist. Bend your knees gently and create circles with your lumbar spine, but without moving your shoulders. So keep it slower than usual. And try not to move, actually, from the chest up. From the chest up, it doesn't move. So focus really on this movement. Find a drishti if you want to, so it will be easier to focus on this small movement. And turn also on the other side. From the chest up, it doesn't move. It's just belly, lumbar spine, hips, and legs.
Okay. Now, turn your head and turn your feet outward. A little bit more than 45 degrees. If you're really flexible, you can go with your feet completely out, but the balance is not super easy. So just put it a little bit less than your maximum. Okay. Keep your belly in. Second, lift the shoulder blades down. Now, roll your legs, your thighs outward and bend your knees. Belly in. Lift your pubis, slide your tailbone down. Stay there, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back up really slowly. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, again, bend your knees. Be conscious about this movement. So keep your hips tilted back. Lift your pubis, tailbone down. Now lift your heels, 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, lower your heels and really slowly come back up. Okay, now widen your leg for Trikonasana. Roll your right leg outward, left leg inward. Now we're gonna keep on focusing on the hips. So lift your pubis and feel the tension on the right hip. Now, when you tilt your hip backward, your right leg is rolling inward because it's easier. And not often in yoga we do the easy stuff. So keep your hips tilting backward, but roll your right leg outward. So you're gonna feel even more tension on the hips. Allow the right side of the hip to go down. Keep on rolling the right leg outward, belly in. Now, enter Trikonasana, not as low as usual. So find a kind of more comfortable pose than usual. But I want you, while keeping the 2 sides of the torso of the same length, I want you to focus on rolling the left leg outward too. So now you understand why you didn't go as low as usual. Keep your legs straight, both legs straight, belly in, but roll both legs outward. Three breaths. And really slowly come back up. Turn to the left. So left leg pointing, left feet pointing to the left, right feet pointing roughly 45 degrees. First thing first, your hips today. So lift your pubis, tailbone down. Keeping this movement as much as you can. Lower your left side of your hips down, but still keeping the belly in. Left side down, and observe that when you move in this position, the left leg is rolling inward. So it's easier. But since we're doing yoga, roll the left leg outward. Keep your hips controlled. Okay. Find your Trikonasana pose. Same length on the right and left side of your torso, not as low as usual. And now roll both legs outward and observe how it works in a different way on your hips. Keep your legs straight and active. 3 breaths, belly in, sternum lifted, and really slowly come back up. Keep your legs really wide. Okay. And point your feet outward. Roll your legs outward and observe that already when you roll your legs outward, your hips tilt back. While keeping the hips tilting back, bend your knees. Put your hands over your knees to give you a bit of support so it will be easier. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. Keep on rolling the legs outward. 3 breaths. And lift your heels. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, lower your heels. Lean forward, but keep your knees as wide as you can. Lean forward, push your the inner knees out. Put your hands down on the ground, sternum lifted. 3 breaths. Buttocks down a little bit more. Lower your buttocks. Okay. And now lift your buttocks up. Put your hands on the waist and come up. Okay. Tadasana. Ooh. Create circles with your hips. Even there, try not to move your chest up. Chest, shoulders, and head. And turn also on the other side. Okay. Now again, Tadasana. But now, close your eyes. And just observe. Observe how you feel. Observe the tensions. And remember that when you feel the tension, it means that you're releasing the tension. So it's something that you don't want to avoid. It's something that you want to seek for. Open your eyes. Now, I want you to imagine that you're inside two walls, just front and back. So you cannot move your shoulders. You can just slide to the left and right. That's it. Left and right. Keep your feet wider than your hips so it will be easier. And slide your shoulders right and left. Keep your hips in the same position. It's just the shoulders moving. And it's not that, but you're kind of trying to keep your shoulders parallel to the ground. So you're stretching in a different way this part of your body. It's just sliding to the right and to the left. Okay, now straighten your arms and imagine that someone is pulling your arms to the right and to the left. So it's easier maybe to visualize the positioning of the shoulders. Good. Release the arms and find a more comfortable position. Okay, just stay there for a few seconds. Again, observe the muscle that you just used, the areas that you just worked. Now, find your Tadasana. Big toes touching, heels slightly wide. Tag the tailbone under. Roll the tip, tilt your hips backward. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, arms completely relaxed. Okay, now lean on your left leg. Lift the right leg. Open the left leg to the side and put your right feet again against the left leg. Okay, now push the right groin forward. Tilt your hip backward and roll both legs outward. So you're activating different muscles than usual. Keep your drishti and observe the opening of the hips. Okay, now grab your right feet with the left hand. Okay. And allow the right knee to move down by rolling the right leg outward. And observe that it's the hip working, not really the knee, but it's the hip. Keep on rolling the leg outward. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Belly in. And really slowly go back into Tadasana. Lean on your right leg. Lift your left leg. Open the left leg to the side and put your left feet in contact with your right leg. Now, tilt your hip backward, so belly in, and roll both legs outward to open your hips as much as you can. Stay there. Now, grab your left feet with your right hand. Keep your left feet as high as you can, almost if you can, maybe not today, maybe it will be tomorrow. Try and put your left heel around your right groin. Now, keep on rolling, start rolling the left leg outward. And observe that just this movement will allow your knee to move down. And if you do it properly, you're not going to feel the tension on the knee. You're going to feel the tension on the hips because it's the hip working. 3 breaths. Keep on moving the navel toward the spine. Tilt your hip backward and keep on rolling the left leg outward. And release. Lean on your left leg again. Bend your right leg. Open the right leg to the side. Put your right feet in contact with the left leg. Roll the arms outward. Lift your arms up. Put your hands in prayer position along with the top of the head. Belly in, so tilt your hip backward. And stay there. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, allow your arms and legs to move down. Lean on the right leg, lift the left one, open the left leg to the side, put your left feet in contact with the right leg, tilt your hip backward, roll the arms outward, lift the arm up, put your hands in prayer position on the top of the head, shoulders down, belly in, lift your chin, smile. And slowly allow the arms and leg to move down into Tadasana again. Good. Down on the ground. Now to do the next pose, you may need a belt. But you can also use your pens to help you in this pose. So up to you, it's not really needed because the idea is simply, so I'm going to show you and then you decide, simply to lay down on the ground, keep your legs active and feet flexed. Then you take either the right big toe, either the right big toe, or you grab your pens, or you grab your belt, you straighten the right leg and open it to the side. You need to activate the left leg to allow the two sides of the hips to move, to stay down on the ground. It's not rolling to the side, but both buttocks really down on the ground. So when you activate your left leg, you will be it will be easier to just keep your left side of the hips down. Okay, so it's doable as you sew. It's doable also without the belt. It's doable also with your legs, with your pants. Also like that, it's more than okay. So up to you to find the version that you want, because maybe in this position I don't like that much using the belt because it's something more. I think that you can do it with a pant with no problem, because also around the knee you take the belt, the pant around the knee, and you just keep it there. Okay, good. So straighten your left leg. Keep your left feet flexed. Keep the left leg really active, even more active than the right one. Straighten your right leg. Get a grip, whichever is more comfortable for you. And then keeping the left leg active and the left side of the hips down on the ground, allow the right leg to move to the side. 3 breaths, just 3 breaths. Keep the belly in and keep on moving the left side of the hips down. At the end of the 3rd breath, change leg. Keep the right leg really active. And get a grip on the left side, on the left leg, straight on the left leg, and open the left leg to the side. Keep the right side of the hips as much as you can low. Belly in. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, release and enter Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. And allow your body to relax. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yonat prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yonat prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yonat prachodayat. Really slowly. Start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Roll on your right side. Push with your left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. So keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Hands in Inana Mudra, Ujjayi Mudra. Eyes closed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.